Hey guys, and welcome back to Idleon, and this is where I was when World 3 first came out. So you can see I'm a little ways behind, but this is where I was when World 3 was released, and here was all the new stuff that was released that we will now get to finally explore now that I'm caught up with my videos only like 10 days late after World 3 came out. Which is funny because I rushed to get to rushed to be able to get to World 3 on the day it came out, and then I wasn't even ready with videos. So, yeah, World 2 monsters way easier to kill. Lots of stuff easier to craft. At this particular moment, I was waiting to get the Enforced Slasher. So as you'll see, I'm able to get that very, very quickly now because those requirements have been lowered significantly. And yeah, lots and lots of stuff that was new at this point in time. So let's get in here and see what we got. So I've been AFK on rats. At the time I was like, oh, I want to go for that weapon power vial and try to keep working on it. But now after that, I was like, all right, we gotta reassess the situation here. How can I rush my way up to World 3? So I still need to do this quest. So I started working on the quest for the blue genie guy. I'm not going to try and pronounce that name. And yeah, so there was the part where you have to collect from the moons. That part I candied because I had some candies, I think, or I bought some or something. It wasn't much I needed. I was just like, some candies. And so I candied that part so I could finish that quest really quickly. And then we were finally up to Efaunt's tomb, and I'm ready to roll here, level 76. 13.7k damage. That's without like attack abilities on. So I think enough to do it. So, and I was studying on the wiki how to do this. So hopefully this goes okay. This is legitimately my first run of this. So let's try this. So, okay, so this is a barbarian. So I studied this, and I was like, all right, we're going to go for... I watched a combination of, I think it was Bandit Bob's video, and then the wiki had some information as well. So I'm using basically two of my attacks here, the Axe Roll and the Bear Claw, to be able to attack the arms. Basically, so the bottom left and the top right arms both will, I believe, one-shot you. So I take them out with the Bear Claw and the Axe Roll from below. Meanwhile, the middle left and middle left is spawning those flames, and the middle right shoots these sort of ring things at me, purple rings. Neither of those, it turned out, actually do that much damage, as you can see there. So I can actually, as I figured out later, I can actually just ignore those because I eat food faster than they hit me. So at the time, though, I tried to avoid them a little bit. So I'm going to work my way up here, and I'm going to do the same process for middle left. Honestly, I could go up and hit middle left, but top left does a ton of damage, and it can hit both platforms. So the thing is that I have kind of a big screen, and I have to look down to see where I'm clicking sometimes the attacks, right? So I'm kind of afraid if I go and melee middle left, I'm going to look down and then not see the hammer flip. So I just use the other attacks on it just to be careful. But I really have to watch here because if the hammer flips around like that, I need to run because it'll hit both platforms. That's the signal, is the hammer flipping. So when it does that, I have to run. Again, this strategy is different depending potentially on which class you're using. So yeah, so then I basically just go up and melee that one. I could use the same tactic I did on the other two with it, but it wouldn't really matter because I have to stand below it and it can hit that platform anyway. So it's like, why not melee it and just get it done more quickly? So going okay so far. I'm just taking my time. There's no reason to not take your time at first, it seems like. Especially since I determined I can just tank middle left, which is the only one that can hit me right now. I mean, sorry, middle right, which is the only arm that can hit me at the moment. So let's go ahead and finish off. I'm waiting for the top left to spin. And now we'll go. Now we'll go and finish it off. And that's the whole left side done. So let's go over and take out the right side now. So as I later end up discovering, bottom right actually doesn't do that much damage either. Middle right doesn't do that much damage. The issue is top right, but it can only like melee you. So if I stand below top right, it can't hit me. If you get right next to top right, it's a one-hit KO, I believe. So that's what the wiki said. But that's only at melee range. So if you're using a range class, top right is not a problem. You just simply stand at the end of the platform, I think, and just hit it. And yeah. So no real problems here. I'm going to melee this one. And then after this, I'll use Bear Claw and Axe Hurl to take out top right. And that should be the whole thing. So overall, this boss has been easier than I anticipated. It's really a lot like Amrock. It's just you have to learn what it does. And then once you learn what it does for whatever strategy and character you're playing, you're going to be good to go, because most of them don't seem to be particularly hard strategies. They don't seem to be super duper tough. I can see maybe with an archer that bottom left might be harder, because you'd probably have to like watch for when it's going to shoot. The other thing that can be difficult is as you progress with taking out the arms, some of the other ones will attack faster. But that wasn't an issue for me, because the last one being top right, it can attack as fast as it wants. Like, it doesn't matter, because I can't be hit by it if I just stand below it. So this strategy works really, really, really well with Barbarian. Like, really well. I was super easy. Way easier than I thought it was going to be, and that was my first time ever doing it. So pretty confident I can do this over and over. Then you just hop on the head from the arm. You just hop to the head, and the head does hit you, but it doesn't hit me faster. It doesn't hit faster than my food can heal, so it's all good. In the future, I actually just put it on auto here, and then just leave it on auto until his head goes down. And then we'll collect the loot and see what we get. And then you just rinse and repeat. So it's a little bit of a slow fight. Slower than Amrock for sure, but I'll take it. I mean, it's not super crazy hard. Like, I could have done it with less damage. It just would have been, like, taking longer, probably. So here we go. Got Midnight Cookie, and we got the gem to unlock World 3, which was my main objective at this point in time. So there we go. That's going to pretty much do it, guys, for this video. I'll be farming Efaunt some more in the future, but that was my first run right there. And as you can see, at least with Barbarian, not nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be. Pretty straightforward. Again, shout out to the guides I used to get it. I used a wiki, and I think it was like Bandit Bob's video or something. I think those are both very helpful. But this was very easy. So, yeah. I'll leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments. Maybe subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next video.